2019 has been a busy year for the Canadian Tamil Congress, with remarkable accomplishments made possible by our volunteers, members, and supporters. CTC kicked off the year with the 12th annual Thai Pongal dinner with over 800 attendees. In keeping with tradition, 2 awards were presented that evening. Leaders for Change Award was presented to music director David Iman for promoting singers from the international Tamil community and for his contributions to the world of music. The Service Excellence Award was presented to Dr. Brenda Beck for her outstanding contributions to Tamil language and culture. CTC representatives were present at the 40th session of the UNHRC in March when the Sri Lankan resolution update was discussed. CTC celebrated International Women's Day, recognizing the changes and advances initiated and driven by women to make the world a better place. The event included keynote address by Karen Craggs-Milne, and the inaugural Women in Leadership Award was presented to Dr. Meera Selvakorn for her contribution to her profession and the community in various capacities. CTC is a proud member of the Canadian Multicultural Council, Asians in Ontario, and we continue to participate in various events organized by CMC, including the grand drumming event to celebrate Canada Day. During Asian Heritage Month, 6 women were recognized on a poster titled Asian Women in Leadership. Dr. Meera Selvakorn was honored as one of the 6 women. Our former president Sundar Umasuthan was also honored with the 2019 Outstanding Asian Canadian Community Award. Remembering Vanished Voices, a multi-faith service for innocent lives lost in Sri Lanka's war, was held by CTC inside the Canadian Parliament. As with previous services held in 2010 and 2014, over 100 people attended, including ministers and MPs from all political parties. This year's event was particularly poignant as it marked the 10th year anniversary of the catastrophic loss of life during final stages of Sri Lanka's brutal war. The Centre for Leadership and Innovation hosted the term-end celebratory event for its Youth Leadership Program in May and December. These fun-filled events were chaired and run by youth and included speeches, competitions, and presentations. In June, CTC, in collaboration with Canadian Tamil Professionals Association and Centre for Leadership and Innovation, hosted a networking and motivational event titled Driven to Success. The event provided a platform for successful Tamil entrepreneurs and business leaders to share their experiences and perspectives to motivate and inspire young individuals to achieve success. Over 180 people took part in the annual darts, trivia, and karaoke social event, while fundraising to support CTC's efforts at UNHRC in Geneva. CTC hosted Made in Mullaitivu Dinner, a first-of-its-kind fundraiser to kickstart a project for people in Mullaitivu district to market their own products. This is an initiative of the North and East Economic Development Centre, known as NEED Centre, to foster economic development and progress in the North and Eastern provinces of Sri Lanka. In July, CTC facilitated the attendance of a large number of delegates at the 32nd FETNA conference in Chicago. CTC organized sessions to update conference attendees on the NEED Centre initiatives and the University of Toronto Tamil Chair campaign. We facilitated the attendance of Mayor of Jaffna, Emmanuel Arnold, and former Northern Province Health Minister Dr. Satyalingam at this event, including a productive meeting at the conference between the Jaffna Mayor and the President of Mauritius, Honorable Paramasivam Pillai Vaiyapuri. Along with Tamil Chair Inc. USA, the Canadian Tamil Congress is spearheading a historical campaign to establish a Tamil Chair at the University of Toronto Scarborough campus. To mark the 1-year anniversary of the campaign, over 250 guests attended an event at the University of Toronto. CTC hosted the Black July Remembrance event, In Search of Our Roots, at the Scarborough Civic Centre to educate the youth about the tragic events of Black July 83. Over the summer, CTC also organized a boat cruise from the Toronto Harbour. The night was filled with networking, amazing music, delicious food, and dancing under the stars. The 2-day Tamil Fest street festival held at the end of August was once again a roaring success. With over 200,000 attendees that weekend, Tamil Fest included various food stands by local vendors, booths by many local businesses, traditional street entertainers, popular stage acts, and a museum chronicling the Canadian Tamil community's rapid growth and success. 2019's Tamil Canadian Walk, organized by CTC, was held in September in support of the Tamil Chair campaign. The walk raised over $79,000 in donations and pledges. Impressively, since 2009, the annual Tamil Canadian Walk has raised over $500,000 for deserving charities locally and around the world. At the invitation of Swiss government, CTC took part in a workshop with Sri Lankan diaspora where various views were exchanged and some excellent presentations were made by well-known lawyers, Swiss government, and non-government officials. CTC representatives visited North and East Sri Lanka and met with many officials in these areas to get a first-hand update on current opportunities, challenges, and future needs. The delegation also attended the 3rd annual RISE Global Summit in Chennai, which was geared towards economic prosperity for Tamils around the world. More than 1,000 entrepreneurs and professionals from 35 countries were in attendance. At the request of Toronto Police Services, CTC hosted 2 community focus groups to gather feedback on the new requirement to collect race-based data as legislated by the Provincial Anti-Racism Act. 2019 marks a record year for CTC's engagement both locally and internationally. We continue to take part in various dialogues worldwide at various tables to tirelessly advocate for Tamils in Canada and abroad. Through our diverse network and events, we pledge to remain active and work toward the betterment of Tamils. Please join us as we scale even greater heights in 2020.